This week's fix, we have Tony Romo touchdowns, the New England Patriots lose.
And in running-related news, we have #1 Oklahoma State Cowboys are opening up. More Elite 50 features. Edward Chesrick throws down in your high school roundup. Chris Derrick's secret to success, and we're going to try to keep Ryan focused on running.
All on this week's episode of Run Junkie!
Did you know that the Lions and the Bills are still undefeated?
Really?
Yeah. A big shout out to our show sponsor, Brooks Pure. I cannot wait till that new line of shoes comes out in October.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I already have a pair.
The Berlin Marathon this past weekend saw some remarkable results. Patrick Macau of Kenya breaks the world record, runs 2:03:38, 21 seconds, crushing Haile Gebrselassie record. Haile was in that race and drops out.
Yeah, there's an awesome photo gallery from Photo Run that we're gonna put up of Haile just in despair and just dropping out of the race, losing his world record to a Kenyan. It's gotta hurt.
Kenya's definitely celebrating, stealing that from Ethiopia. Paula Radcliffe also makes a return after about 2 years off the marathon. She runs 2:23 to get third, and now she gets to have surgery to remove a bone spur.
Does it ever end?
Sticking with the marathon, in less than 2 weeks, we will see Ryan Hall run the Chicago Marathon. Will he win his first major marathon?
I'm pretty sure he's at least gonna start this time.
Another marathon making her debut in November is Lauren Fleshman. We're in talks right now to get Lauren to blog about her marathon prep on FlowTrack leading to the race. Another blogger to look out for that will be starting soon, Nicole Blood, who is full of road rage. It's gonna be fun to read her blogs, but my question is, Alex, what do you like to hear in blogs?
I like as much detail as possible. I want to hear about their mileage, their taper, their strength routine. I want to know how they dip Oreos into milk. As detailed as possible.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Moving on to our high school roundup, we got some more Elite 50 features. We have Katie Follett talking about #10 Fort Collins. On Monday, we put up a great debate about who's the #1 Illinois high school runner of all time. Lucas Verzbikas or Craig Virgin? Weigh in. And on other news, we have a Workout Wednesday with #2 South Lake Carroll. Some 400 action, so check that out.
More high school news. Darren Fahey wins the Stanford Invite, runs one of the fastest times in California this year. And is he feeling the pressure?
Yeah, because I mean, last year I ran fast early and I didn't really run that well at state meter. I didn't run as well as I hoped, so this year I mean, it has pressure, but I just try to stay relaxed.
Futsum Zenef Selassie runs the fastest 5K in the nation, a blazing 14:35. And the manliest teams, the men's and the women's, both win in New York.
Individual performances this week, Kerry Varidan runs sub-17 at the Stanford Invite, and Edward Chesrick throws down a course record and wins by almost 2 full minutes at the Garrett Mountain Invite.
Is that even possible?
It is possible. Another high school shout-out's gotta go to the Bismarck boys who won the GRIAC Invitational. They were led by their #1 runner who won the overall meet, Jake Lang, I don't know.
Speaking of Langs, Lowy Lalang at the GRIAC Invite smashes the course record by 23 seconds, and I think he's put his name on the top of the list for that national title right now, and his job's a little easier because Steven Sambu, his teammate, is redshirting. Now, the Cal Bears jump in the rankings after their GRIAC performance from just receiving votes to #10 in the country.
Huge.
And as you mentioned at the beginning of the show, Chris Derrick's motivation to win.
They're giving out a really sweet backpack this year to the winner, so I wanted to make sure I got that.
This weekend out in Eugene is going to be the Dellinger Invite. Lots of teams making the trek out west. Not a super strong women's field.
Yeah, but on the men's side, you'll see the #8 Oregon Ducks face off the #2 Wisconsin Badgers, and we'll really get a feel on how deep this Oregon team is.
Yeah, maybe even Lucas Verzbikas is going to run. I don't know. I want to see what kind of shape Jordan Hesse is in. Dude, what?
I thought we
What?
weren't gonna talk about him this week.
He's everywhere. How can we not talk about him?
I'll be in Stillwater, Oklahoma this week to see Dave Smith's #1 ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys at the Oklahoma State Jamboree, but I'm still wondering, what exactly is a jamboree?
I envision tambourines, ribbons, streamers, and lots of field frolicking.
I guess I will bring my dancing shoes because it sounds like it's going to be a party when Oklahoma State goes up against FloTrack's #2 ranked team, the Indiana Hoosiers. Arkansas will be there, Diego Estrada with Northern Arizona.
Ooh.
The Cowboys have a tough road ahead, and word on the street is Fernandez is preparing for any situation.
The rumors are flying. I hear he drinks Badger milk.
I heard he's been getting buff in the gym.
I heard he only trains in Gale Force Winds.
He's broken out the old Nintendo to do some duck hunting.
When he passes you, he says, "Who's your daddy?"
And he has been practicing finishing sooner than everybody else. I'm also excited to see Tom Farrell race this weekend. Whenever he's on the site, the female viewership goes way up.
It's gotta be the accent, Ryan.
You know, all he has to say is like, "Hey, I'm Tom Farrell. I'm really fast and I run for the best team in the country. What do you think?"
Oh, I'm Ryan Fenton. Oh, I'm the hairiest guy you know. I have a big greasy beard.
That was a little more aggressive than Tom.
Yeah, well, it was better than your Sheila Reed impression last week.
We'll also be at the Notre Dame Invite on Friday. Shout out to Kevin Leal, Skylar Schmidt, and Matt Zielski covering that event for us. We'll see the #2 New Mexico women up against Florida State. This will be a good test for Karen Harvey's squad to see how good they are.
What did we learn at GRIAC this weekend? Well, 1, Roy GRIAC is basically a high school celebrity. 2, the Minnesota women are actively recruiting Hassan Meade.
As soon as I get him a sex change, we're really gonna be good.
Oh my goodness, did you just say that?
Cross country is a rough sport. Ryan Hill is our new favorite interview.
No, I'm exhausted, but I love the camera.
It looks so deceiving.
I love the camera, so.
And timing your pre-race preparation is key.
I had to poop really bad.
So as we close out, we let you know we'll also be at the Adidas McNeil Invite this weekend, and also the Grassroots Run Festival that Jake Morris is putting on here in Texas. That will have a panel discussion addressing issues in track and field.
In other news, as you might have noticed, the growth has begun. Stachies at Nashies, get them going.
Yeah, shout out to the Stanford men and the Penn State men for their early season growth. Growing the stash already, I like to see that.
I have to. It takes a long time.
Get your growth for Terre Haute.
You've got your fix. We'll see you next week.